Alright guys, now this video is going to be very, quote unquote, controversial. This video might trigger fools. This video might trigger the goons. And the reason I'm saying that is by the title. Did Adventure Time, a regular show, kill the 22-minute format for cartoons on Cartoon Network? I don't know, I'll tie it to something. But did the regular show and Adventure Time kill the 22-minute format? And this is a good topic because if you notice, if you go back to when the Adventure Time regular show debuted in 2010, they were getting big numbers. They were debuting very well. The numbers were high. They were among the most, they were beating like some of Nickelodeon's live action shows at the time. Cartoon Network had this new renaissance of new cartoon, wave of new cartoon. Now, I like a regular show. Don't take it the wrong way. And I had my complaints with Adventure Time, but I do enjoy a regular show. But still, I think that was the beginning where you started to see Cartoon Network started to focus more on those type of formats. And I really think Adventure Time and regular show was pretty much the vocal point of the destruction of the 22-minute format. Shows like Somebody Titan came around that time, did not do well. Generator Rex at that time, ratings were dropping. And then, execs at the time starting to see, fuck, we made an 11-minute show in-house. And Generator Rex is a show we made in-house, but we had to port animation from out of state to make the show look anime-ish. So, fuck that. Let's make more shows like regular show and Adventure Time. Now, after a while, that does work here and there, but if you keep doing it for so much, I think it gets the word of fatigue, and a lot of the shows feel the same. For example, Steven Universe and Craig and the Creek. Craig and the Creek looks like it's going to be the best new show Cartoon Network has done in years. However, it looks the same. And probably say, because it's the same art style. No, it just feels the same because of 22-minute format. And not 22-minute format, the 11-minute format. And the 11-minute formats, you could do certain shows in that. I think Steven Universe will probably win multiple awards if the show is 22 minutes. I really think so. And 11 minutes, you could tell when you watch Steven Universe, they'll start something good and they cut it off automatically. You say, what the fuck? That's so random. And because you're not used to that. It gets good and they just cut it off. And you're like, where's episode 2? And you don't get episode 2. You don't get episode 2 until next week. Or if they're smart enough, you don't get it at all for months. And I think that's a big issue with Steven Universe right now, and it's not connecting. It's not connecting with the fans as it once was back in 2015. Was they cut the 22-minute format, and you could tell a show like that can really benefit from 22 minutes. It can be Cartoon Network answers to Gravity Falls at Once Upon a Time, but now it is not. The fan base has really dwindled. I remember so many people doing reviews that the show was big, but the hiatuses and I think the 11-minute format too played a big factor. But, you're probably saying to yourself, if they air Steven Universe more, they would play. I think so too, but let's be realistic here. I think a lot more people now are tired of it because, if Steven Universe automatically stops at 11 minutes and it's kind of getting repetitive after a while. And you could do that for so long. And then you look at shows like, now you're probably saying, all shows don't need to be 22 minutes. Absolutely. It doesn't need to be. However, 22-minute shows and 11-minute, it brings you that variety. And also, certain shows do need it. Steven Universe desperately needs 22 minutes. Regular show, if you remember watching regular show, it did fucking well 22 minutes. Matter of fact, I sat there, I said, holy shit. Wow, this show was 22 minutes. This is probably my favorite show because I liked it. It was overarching stories. I was like, wow, this is some cool shit. In Adventure Time, 22 minutes, it was okay. But regular show, the creator really took the opportunity and he made something special. And I really love that. Where I look at Adventure Time, they did some special stuff too. But I think regular show knocked it out of the park. They really did a great job. But I really think Adventure Time and regular show was the catalyst of the destruction of the 22-minute format. Because if you notice, ever since those two shows, go back, you can Wikipedia, you can Google it, go back and look. When they did those two shows, every other show that came behind it was all 11 minutes. Ben 10 Omniverse was the last 22-minute show that was made for Cartoon Network. That they did. Now, I'm not counting Pokemon, I'm not counting all the other bullshit, but I'm talking about what Cartoon Network, what they did. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it, guys. Maybe I could be wrong. I could be speculating here, but then again, I may not be wrong because I did my research on it. I'm looking back and say, yeah, this is kind of what I think was the beginning of the end of the 22-minute format. Because Generator Rex, it wasn't the last show, but Ben 10 Omniverse was. That was the last 22-minute show we got, and I think Cartoon Network realized, why put in an effort to make good quality shows when we could just make cheap 11-minute shows like Teen Titans Go? And that's what they did with the Powerpuff Girls. And that's what they done with Ben 10. Where Ben 10 to this day, I think they really fucked the pooch on that. That should have never been 11 minutes. Whoever made that fucking announcement was a dumbass, because when you turn something that was made a action show to a slice of life comedy show, it's not going to generate the same revenue that the other ones did. And it's not. The 2016 or 2017, wherever the fuck you saw it, is not doing well. Their numbers are not as good as what they predicted. And they are looking at a way to either reboot it or cut it off. But it's either here or there. But as always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. And I'll talk to you guys in the next. You know what? Vishnu, take it away.